Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the history lecture. Today, we are going to continue with our chapter number 11, Marathas, the Protectors of the Nation. In previous lectures, we have studied about the situation in the north, conflict with the Afghans. Then we have also studied about the Marathas standard on attack, Dattaji's Vellore and Sadashivrao Bhau. Now in today's lecture, we are going to study the Battle of Panipat. So this is the third battle of Panipat which took place between Marathas and the Abdali. Students, we have studied in previous lecture how Sadashiv Rao Bhau and the Vishwas Rao, they went to north to crush the Abdali to show their strength. So in that same campaign of the north, Sadashiv Rao Bhau captured the Delhi and the armies of Marathas and Abdali confronted each other at Panipat. Confronted means they came in front of each other at Panipat. And what was the name of that place? Panipat. So both Marathas armies and Abdalis, they came in front of each other at Panipat. And ultimately on 14 January 1761, the Marathas, they opened the battle by attacking Abdali's army. That means the Marathas, they took step to defeat Abdali's army. And this was the third battle of Panipat, which was fought between Marathas and Abdali. Vishwasrao fell a victim to an enemy bullet in the battle. So he fell a victim means he came in front of the enemy's bullet. When Sadashivrao Bhau learned this, he fiercely attacked the enemies in a Fiji. He disappeared in a battle free. So students, as I told you, Vishwasrao fell a victim to an enemy bullet in the battle, means he was died or he sacrificed his life. So when Sadashivrao came to know about this, he fiercely attacked the enemies in a freeze. Freeze means a state of emotion, we can say, or activity that is not under the control. So he disappeared in a battle free. Free means fight, we can say. So disappear means gayab ho jana. By saying that their leader had disappeared, the Maratha soldiers lost courage. And when the soldiers of Marathas, they saw that the leader had disappeared, that time they lost the courage. At that very moment, the reserve contingent means took the chance of Abdali's launch and attacked on Marathas with a fresh vigor or courage. So when he noticed that Maratha, they lost their courage, that time he took the chance and he launched and attacked on Maratha with a fresh vigor or a courage. The Marathas were defeated. A whole generation of young men in Maharashtra was killed. Many brave Sardars fell on battlefield. They did not lose hope, but they sacrificed their life for Maratha kingdom. The Maratha believes that an outsider like Abdali, they have no right to rule here. The Marathas fought at Panipat with a broad perspective that India is for Indians. So that was a broad perspective of Maratha, that India is for Indians only, not for the outsiders. Because we have seen many outsiders, they came India and they looted India, they harassed the people of India. So by keeping all those things in mind, the Marathas fought at war at Panipat, that India is for Indians, not for the outsider. And that was the broad perspectives of Marathas. Sadashivrao Bhau had explained the broad and all-inclusive viewpoint of the Marathas in his correspondence with the rulers in the north. So Sadashivrao Bhau, he explained all the viewpoints to the rulers of the north, that they were all natives to the land and Abdali was an enemy from a foreign country. So he explained all those things to the rulers of north by saying this, that Abdali is from foreign country. So he is an enemy of our country, and this nation or this land of a nation is belonging to us only, as we all are natives of India. So India is belonging to us only, not the Abdali. Abdali is from foreign country, and so he was the enemy. But the rulers in north did not respond favorably to him and took a neutral attitude. Okay, but the rulers of the north, they did not respond him. and they shown the neutral attitude. Neutral means they have not taken anyone's side, and they did not help the Marathas. And naturally, the Marathas had to shoulder the responsibility of protecting India, and that is why naturally the protection of India had shouldered on Marathas only, or the responsibility of protecting the India was shouldered on Maratha only. We can say that Marathas were the first in our history to realize that India was one country and it was necessary for all to lend support to the king irrespective of his religion. So, what is said that Maratha was the first who understood or who realized that we all are one. We all are one, those who are living in India, and it is necessary that we should support each other irrespective of our religion. Then only we can protect our India from the foreign invaders or the enemies. Approximately 1,50,000 people were killed in the Battle of Panipat. One letter described this in a poetic way. दोन मोते गळाली 27 मोहरं हरवल्या आणि रुपये खुर्दा किती गेल्या याची गणतीच नाही. So this was one of the letter which described in a poetic way about the Battle of Panipat. Now let's study the next point, that is Peshwa Madhavrao. Now who was the Peshwa Madhavrao? Peshwa Madhavrao was the son of Peshwa Nanasaheb. So after the death of Peshwa Nanasaheb, his son Madhavrao succeeded him and he became in charge of all the office of Peshwa. And Madhavrao, he decided that he will keep Nizam and Hyder Ali at the bay, means he will not allow Hyder Ali and Nizam to enter in India. He established the supremacy of the Marathas in the north again, and for that he established the supremacy in north again. And why he decided so? Because we all know that in the Battle of Panipat, the Marathas were defeated, and many of them thought that Marathas now they lost their supremacy. And to prove them wrong, the Madhavrao decided to make the Marathas stronger by establishing the supremacy in north. After the defeat of Marathas at Panipat, the Nizam once again resumed his anti-Maratha activities. Anti means like opposing. He invented Maratha territory. Madhavrao defeated Nizam at Rakshabhuvan near Paithan. Hyder Ali was the Sultan of Mysore. Taking the advantage of Maratha defeat at Panipat, Hyder Ali attacked Maratha territories in Karnataka. Now Hyder Ali thought that now as the Marathas were defeated in Battle of Panipat, so their power has become weakened, and by taking this advantage, he decided to attack the Maratha territories in Karnataka, and he tried to defeat the Marathas. The Marathas defeated Hyder in the Battle of Moti Talab near Srirangapattan. So as the Hyder Ali decided to attack the territories of Karnataka, so the battle was happened between Marathas and Hyder Ali near Moti Talab near Srirangapattan, and in that battle the Hyder Ali was defeated by the Maratha. He then agreed to cede the region of north of the river Tungabhadra to the Marathas. Cede means handed. So because he lost that battle, and that is why he was agree to handed the region north of the river Tungabhadra to the Marathas. Peshwa Madhavrao died in the year 1772 CE. In the history of Marathas, he was described as honest, hard-working, determined administrator who was keen on public welfare. So he was paying more attention on the public welfare. The death of this capable Peshwa was an irreparable loss to the Maratha state. So this was a great loss for the Maratha state, as we all know that this Maratha Peshwa was spreading the positivity among the Marathas, and also he was hardworking, he was honest, and he was paying more attention to the public welfare. But after his death, it was a great loss for the Maratha state, which cannot be healed or which cannot be replaced. because after this we can say the Marathas' power become weakened. So in Do You Know, there are some work which are described, which are done by Peshwa Madhav Rao. Peshwa Madhav Rao provided special attention towards the welfare of farmers. He dug many wells in Pune and increased the water supply to the city. Administrators like Nana Fadavnis and judges like Ram Shastri Prabhuni emerged under his rule. He performed the judiciary for better justice to the common people. He started artillery and ammunition factories. He also established a mint to make coins. So this is the work which is done by Peshwa Madhav Rao for the welfare of his kingdom. After the death of Peshwa Madhav Rao, the two Peshwas who succeeded Peshwa Madhav Rao, namely Narayan Rao and Savai Madhav Rao, but they did not live long, means they did not live for a longer period. During their term, Peshwa was in a grip of family feuds, means there was a conflict and misunderstanding in the family. Raghunath Rao, who had once raised the Maratha standard at Attock. Now we have studied this in the same chapter only, the Maratha standard on Attock. Raghunath Rao, who raised the Maratha standard at Attock, sought shelters with the British to satisfy his greed for power, as he wanted to come on power, and that is why he took the shelter of British to satisfy his greed for power. And because of that, it led a war between Maratha and a British. Hyder Ali died in the year 1782 CE. After him, his son Tipu became the Sultan of Mysore. He was a skilled warrior, a scholar and a poet. He used his competence to increase the might of his kingdoms. He established contact with French and shook the foundation of British supremacy. He died in the year 1799 CE in a battle against the British. So student, after Hyder Ali died, his son Tipu Sultan, he became the next Sultan of Mysore, and he was a skilled warrior and a scholar and a poet, and with his competence he increased the might or the strength of his kingdom. He established a contact with French, so he joined hands with the French, and with the help of that he shook the foundation of British supremacy, and unfortunately he was died in the year 1799 in a battle against the British. Now the next point which we are going to study, that is the Maratha supremacy rises once again. So after losing the battle of Panipat, Maratha supremacy rise again. What was the reason? Who took the initiative for rising the Maratha supremacy? That we are going to say in this point. The Maratha prestige in north had suffered several setbacks because of the debacle at Panipat. So because of the defense which the Maratha has got in battle of Panipat, and because of that the Maratha prestige which they have in north had suffered. Madhav Rao dispatched Mahadaji Shinde, Tukoji Holkar, Ramchandra Kanade and Visajit Pant Biniwale to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north, and for that the Madhav Rao following people to the north to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north. As we all know, because of the battle of Panipat, the Maratha rule or the prestige which they were having in the north, that was suffered or that was lost. Okay, and that is why the Madhav Rao, he dispatched few people to north to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north. The Maratha army defeated the Jats, the Rohilas and the Rajput. The Maratha restored the Emperor Shah Alam to the throne of Delhi under their own protection. The Maratha power was revived in the north. So that time the Rohilas, the Jats and the Rajput were ruling the north. And Madhav Rao, he dispatched few peoples or the few warriors of Marathas to the north, and they defeated the Jats, the Rohilas and the Rajputs, and the Maratha restored the Emperor Shah Alam. So again Emperor Shah Alam was brought back to the Delhi throne or Delhi Sultanate under their own protection. So they took the initiative of protecting the Emperor Shah Alam and they made him the Emperor of Delhi or the Sultan of Delhi. The Marathas suffered a heavy loss in the Battle of Panipat. Abdali's army also suffered losses. As we all know, the Maratha, they got defeated in the Battle of Panipat. So, in that Battle of Panipat, the Maratha, they suffer a heavy loss. But along with the Marathas, the Abdali's army also suffered a losses. He did not benefit financially in the battle. And in that battle, the Abdali, he did not got any financial benefit. In fact, Abdali or his descendants did not muster enough courage to invent India again. So because of loss of lives, because of loss of finance also, the Abdali and his descendants, they decided that they would not come back or they would not invent India again. So they were not having enough courage to invent India again. And this was the last time which they have invented India again. And they have also realized that only the Maratha had the strength and capacity to control the anarchy in the north. Anarchy means kingdom or the region in the north. So they believe that only the Maratha is having a strength or the power and capacity to control the anarchy in the north. They expressed their wish that Maratha should protect the empire. And who expressed this wish? Abdali. They expressed that Maratha are the stronger and the powerful and they only can protect the empire. They sent a message to Pune to establish cordial relation. Cordial means friendly relation. It is important to note that the Marathas overcome the great defeat at Panipat and successfully revealed their supremacy in the politics of the north. As they were having a supremacy in the south also, now they have gained the supremacy in north also. In that, Mallara Holkar, Ahilyabai Holkar and Mahadaji Shinde had a lion's share in all this. Now next we are going to move to the family tree of the Peshwas, which is given on page number 51. So the Balaji Vishwanath was the first Peshwa. He was having a two son, Bajirao I and Chimaji Appa. Now in that Bajirao I, he was having a fourth son, Balaji alias Nana Sahib, also known as Nana Sahib, Ramchandra, Raghunath Rao and Janardhan. So these are the four sons of Balaji Rao I. Now we will move to the Chimaji Appa. Chimaji Appa was having only one son, Sadashiv Rao Bhau. Now after this, Balaji alias known as Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib has four sons, Vishwas Rao, Madhav Rao Peshwa, Yashwant Rao and Narayan Rao Peshwa. So in that, two were the Peshwas, that is Madhav Rao Peshwa and Narayan Rao Peshwa. The Peshwa name is also mentioned over there, so they have looked after the work of Peshwai. Then we'll move to the Raghunath Rao. Raghunath Rao was having two sons, one is Baji Rao II and Nana Sahib, which was adopted. Now we'll move to the last one, that is Narayan Rao. Narayan Rao was a son of Balaji, also known as Nana Sahib. So he was having only one son, that is Savai Madhav Rao Peshwa. So this is a family tree of Peshwas. So they have contributed to the Maratha kingdom and tried to keep the supremacy of Marathas in the north till the end of their life. So student, here is the end of our lesson. Thank you.